Wow.
Hey.
Wow. What do you know?
Great to be here.
Welcome, everybody. We did another podcast. Everyone said last week would be it, and that would be the end. But guess what? We did it.
They said it couldn't be done. They said you couldn't have two podcasts in a row.
Yeah.
Without failure. You know who said that? Sean.
He said take a week off in between, and just every 2 weeks we'll put a show out.
Yep.
Who's listening to that kind of nonsense?
He said do one a year. And it was like, you are... Well, first I got angry, and when I get angry, people tend to run away.
He said keep it under 59 minutes. I mean, he's getting even tighter with his restrictions.
Yeah, he wanted to do a new 59-minute rule, so he out.
Yeah.
This is going to be kind of a momentous podcast because we're running this at the same time as the premiere of Game of Thrones, which is a huge TV event. And I've been told, we were just told by Twitch producers, they're in the chat right now, that we have 0 viewers tonight.
Sick.
Which is kind of fun because we can say anything.
Yeah, we can do whatever we
at
want.
all. No viewers.
Wait, hold on.
Anything goes.
I'm getting conflicting reports. I've just been told we have more viewers in Game of Thrones.
Whoa.
Suck it, HBO.
Well, now I don't know what to do.
Sean,
Theme song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side, I'm just trying to be a lonely horseman, lonely horseman.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't know. I was confused because I didn't know if we should go mainstream or go. Actually, hold on. Before I say this, let me just say something to
What are
the
you talking
audience.
about?
what do you... Yeah.
Let me just say to the live crew real quick.
Okay.
If you're watching this live, we've had some real internet issues, so if it gets real hinky later, we apologize. But
Hinky?
just watching on
Yeah.
Sorry about the
Hinky.
hinky.
That can happen, dude.
I've never once in my life heard the word hinky before.
Watch
Well, then,
some
you,
80s
then you
movies.
then you've never seen the movie The Fugitive.
I guess not. What's hink?
They have a whole discussion literally about that word because
Hinky.
Tommy Lee Jones says this whole thing's looking hinky, and they're like, "Hinky, sir."
Well,
It's an old-timey saying.
if we can agree on one thing, it is that Rocco is the Tommy Lee Jones of the group.
Yeah,
Undeniable.
because I say the word hinky.
That would
And
make me the
two-faced.
Harrison Ford and Garrett.
the one-armed... Oh, wait. No,
Yeah,
that
who
was-
else is in?
Well, I'll be the one. Yeah, I'll be the one-armed man. Kaiser
Garrett is
Soze, whoever.
Wesley Snipes from the sequel, U.S. Marshals.
Yep,
Was that in the same universe?
That's the sequel.
yep.
Oh, shit.
Technically, yeah.
Wow.
That's the Fugiverse.
Fugitive.
Gotcha.
The unit
Sounds a little hinky.
And then Meg is the murdered wife.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
work. Never mind.
Well, workshop it? You don't want to
I'm
work
not gonna,
it?
spo- I'm not gonna spoil what happens in tonight's podcast.
Okay,
so-
okay.
Well, hey, I just
Whoa.
wanted to say.
Find out.
I've asked for this.
Wow.
Well, again, I just wanted to say that I didn't know if we had more or less people watching tonight. I didn't know if I should go mainstream or go nasty.
Niche.
No one's watching. I'm say fuck you, suck you.
Wow.
Fuck your Yankee blue jeans. Kind of stuff. I didn't know, but they clarified the stats. What they meant was tonight our show has more male nudity than Game of Thrones. That's what it was, not viewers.
oh.
That's right.
It's a mix-up.
HBO said that we couldn't compete with Game of Thrones. Well, guess what, HBO? You just fucked yourself, HBO.
HBO,
we're
you
gonna
just
have
fucked yourself.
we're gonna have male dicks on display all the live long day.
Causing a ruckus, causing mud.
Oh, there'll
Yeah.
be mud, baby.
We
So much.
we never talked about this on the podcast.
Gobson.
I'm so glad Derek did that because while we were at PAX East, we were engaging in there was an ongoing saga. I don't know if anyone else watching this follows Bam Margera on Instagram, but there's been a whole ongoing drama with he wanted to do a ticketed event at his big estate.
He's trying to plan a party.
But his township that he lives in changed the rules, and now he can no longer have an event at his home, which seemed kind of crazy. Like, you can't do that.
Come on.
It's not like he has a little house next to a bunch of other houses. He's got a huge stretch of land. But anyway, his township is called Pecopson. And so Bam just kept uploading videos going, fucking Pecopson, what do you mean I can't do an event? And then, like, he posted another video where he saw they were doing a fox hunt on his property, and he would go, boy, oh boy, did Pecopson just fuck themselves. They just did a ticketed event. Well, if they're doing one, I'm going to do it. Anyway, it was just ongoing.
You get all of the Bam-isms, all of his like dumb little fucking Philly sayings.
Well, yeah, and in one video, I don't know why, maybe we were just tired. You know, we were at PAX and maybe, we're a little tired by the end, so maybe that added to it. But we were just laughing because of the mannerisms or the things that he said. He would go, we're going to be causing a ruckus. He said he was going to do an event no matter what. Like, if he says I can't sell tickets, well, then we're just going to invite everyone for free to come over, causing a ruckus, causing mud.
Not even making mud. Causing
no, they're
mud.
causing
was making us laugh so much. And then what else did he say? Music playing all the live long day. All the live long day. Anyway, that just became like the catchphrase for the entire weekend was, hey, Kevin, I just got some bad news. Fucking Pecopson! We just kept trying to like get each other with Pecopson. Anyway.
So that is the latest news with Bam Margera.
Yeah,
the Pecopson saga.
So the event happened. He did do the event. They wouldn't let him do it at his home. He moved it to a place called the Battleship. He was it's Bam Margera and hundreds of people.
We're gonna take it on the open sea.
Yeah,
the
so there was
Battleship
some
in like Jersey or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It was on the water, some ship, and then they the day of went, no, you're not doing it. So the day of, he moved it again to some brewery that had a skate park or something, and that's where it happened.
But his wife was giving the wrong address
Yeah,
on Instagram.
So his wife on Instagram was posting for him and put the wrong address all day.
Nikki
man.
Street Ho.
Can you imagine somebody accidentally gives your address for Bam Margera and all of his fans to head to? But anyway, there's a video on YouTube where somebody compiled all these Instagram videos and stories.
Oh, wow.
And then videos from the event.
Oh, fuck.
And that event was a nightmare.
you
I
don't
guess
say.
everybody got to meet Bam, so I guess in that sense it worked out. But like the music acts were like up there.
Held to the air.
They went to the wrong location.
Yellow Wolf
They
held
They
to
were
the
on the
air.
battleship in the ocean.
They got on stage and there was no power on stage for like 45 minutes. And they're just up there like with a turntable. Like,
Oh no, dude.
so yeah, it was a nightmare.
Amateur hour, right?
Fucking Pecopson, indeed.
Fucking Pecopson!
Game Days never has hang-ups. It goes off without a hitch. We properly plan. We don't have to deal with Pecopson.
Yeah, problem
Anaheim.
free. No, it's never had a problem.
Yep.
Never will have a
No.
problem. We are a divine entity.
Anaheim.
Flawless.
You've been working your shit out from day one, Anaheim. Great job.
Yeah,
I mean-
Anaheim knows how to cause mud.
It's true.
Yeah.
They're prime mud
Causing a
causers over there in
ruckus.
Anaheim.
They got boots on. They're ready for mud.
We should say too, I mean, once again, just to reiterate, we also do our event at the epicenter of where TanaCon happened. And we haven't had an issue. So
Oh, and I was going to say, just to reiterate, Game Days happening November 9th and 10th this year
Yeah,
in
baby.
Anaheim. You can come out. Fuck meeting Bam Margera. You can meet Mega64.
That's right.
Rocco Bodie, the superstar of the group, main guy.
Food
will be
influencer.
there. Sean, the mysterious one. The one
Where
who,
is he?
The one who has his own stand-in. He's so fucking famous.
Is
Say,
he-
say hi to Sean stand-in.
Is he at home watching Game
Quick,
of Thrones?
give it. Yeah, he
Probably.
is.
Fuck.
We'll tear his ass a new butthole in just a second. But real quick, Sean Standen, give us your best, most accurate Sean quote. Do capture his essence?
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I have a headache.
Oh, the man himself is here.
Nailed it.
DJ Disc Jockey will be there. Are you going to be spinning tunes this year?
Yeah, baby. Every year I'll get behind the turntables and hit those ones and twos. Bring some sounds from the future with me.
Nice. And I'll be there too. So, do we put tickets on sale yet?
No, not yet.
Well, tickets
coming.
aren't on sale, but mark your calendar and start.
keep an eye on our Twitter.
Put a special section in your budget so you can save up. Label it Game Days ticket. Put $1 in there every day. Tickets are going to be cheaper. You're going to want to buy that Disneyland ticket. That's going to cost you.
Oh, yeah. Like a swear jar, but a
No,
Game Day
I heard
jar.
Disneyland tickets are going down this year.
Oh, really? Well, then
'Cause
never mind.
They're doing the Star Wars thing, and George Lucas was generous.
George Lucas is out. Hey, yeah, it's Star Wars. Who's heard of it?
Okay, some big Star Wars shit happened
Really?
What?
this week.
Like a new
way.
baguette.
And I
they're gonna
can't
serve?
believe
No
that
way.
it's tied into this, but you know what?
Another version of the special edition.
Brian, go ahead. Joker update.
Frightening.
So, okay, if you've seen the Star Wars trailer, who was that laughing at the end?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, dude.
They got him.
I didn't
They
know.
got heat back.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I have any inside info, but
Can I
it seemed
let-
a little weird to me.
Let
They
me
got
let everybody
Heath
at home
back,
know
dude.
that Rocco doesn't let anybody in on when he's going to do a Joker update. He doesn't coordinate this with the group or run this by anybody. This would have been one I vetoed. This
You know
one
what?
seemed a little ham-fisted.
You know why I didn't say anything?
This one seemed a little forced.
Just make sure it gets in there.
How apropos. Very forced, indeed.
The force
I
is
don't let
strong
anyone
with
in
that
on when
joke.
I'm going to do Joker update because I like to throw a little chaos into the mix.
Oh, don't use the
You're,
voice.
you know what? You're like Palpatine trying to take control of the Senate.
Who's that?
I've never heard of that.
I'm Qui-Gon. If I was in charge, it would be, a Republic.
You'd die right away.
We vote on. we would vote. We would do the Jedi discussion over whether we do a Joker.
Jedi
update or not.
discussion.
Jedi discussion.
Yeah.
See, Kevin needs to see the prequels. The classic Jedi discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon doesn't act rogue. He has the classic Jedi discussion. Should we do
That's-
this or not? Don't you remember? Should we train Anakin or not? They had a whole
This is-
2-hour discussion about it.
Derek's dissection of Star Wars is the same as his dissection of Lost. You know, Jacob and the Man in Black, the black and white debate. Yeah. And now the Jedi discussion.
The black and white debate.
Brian, I saw that. Shame on you. No, but anyway.
Lost was racist. We all know it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no debate. But yeah, anyway, who was laughing at the end? Seriously, though. Seriously, the trailer.
Yeah.
What about it?
One of my...
What do you
if
think?
If you would have asked me ahead of time, what's one thing they can like fuck with in Star Wars that would get you the most like fucking amped for it? I would be, well, if they did some shit with Palpatine, but that's not going to happen. And then you heard him at the end. And I would like to say, and get this on the record, when The Force Awakens came out and there was all this stuff to discuss. After Last Jedi, there was nothing to discuss. After the first one, there was, and it was like, who's the parents? Who's the, there was all kinds of shit like that.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot.
And we all had these theories on who are raised parents. Well, maybe The Last Jedi put that to an end. Okay. But now that Palpatine might be back in the cards, my theory is back on the table, which was that she was his kid. She's a Palpatine kid. Rey is who I'm referring to. So my theory is back on the table.
All right.
Now,
I think it
Derek had a theory back in the day as well.
Yeah.
But you're still sticking to that, aren't you?
First, I want to say I have divorced myself of Star Wars. He
has to say it.
Rey
He has
could
to
be a
say
test
it.
tube baby for all I care. Who gives a? These things are not.
Geonosian
He's
clone.
too cool for the
I am.
conversation.
Yeah, frankly, you hit the nail right on the head with that. But if we want to talk theories, I saw Force Awakens and instantly said Rey is Han and Leia's child. Everybody fought me on that. Everybody took a shit on my theory. You will see when this film comes out, I was right the whole time.
Oh, don't use the voice.
Oh, see, no.
Yuck.
Rise of Skywalker, that's Rey.
I agree
but
with you.
But
I'm
the
there with
reason you
there.
gave, I actually do want you to say the reason that you gave when you brought this up to me the other day was that one scene.
This
and I
is
thought
why.
that was after you said that I was like,
This
This
makes
is
sense.
why I always thought this was the way they were going to go. And they're saying they plant all these clues to throw you off the trail, and everybody out there on the internet eats that shit up. You're buying the red herrings. But mark my words, go back and watch Force Awakens. Rey and Han Solo have this awkwardly placed. Look, when you get into like writing movies and pacing them and stuff, you kind of like stuff rubs you the wrong way sometimes, and those are hints as to what the writers are trying to do. Rey and Han Solo have this awkwardly placed scene where it's very fatherly, and he comes and he talks to her, and I'm watching this thing and like, why is this scene here? This breaks up the whole pace of the movie. But then when you later watch the rest of the movie, spoiler alert, I'm going to spoil what happens in Force Awakens if you haven't seen it.
Oh, no.
Later on, Han Solo dies. And he and Rey never have another scene together. And suddenly that earlier scene makes sense because it was like, oh, this was the last chance these characters ever had to share screen time together. And the people writing this movie, they wanted to have Han Solo have a fatherly moment with Rey.
Yeah, they didn't want him to go out as outright bad dad.
Because when it's revealed that he is her father, everybody would be like, wow, shitty dad. This guy fucking was a deadbeat. But you go back to that scene, it's like, oh, wow, right before he died, he finally made amends with his daughter. They put that scene in there on purpose, and that was clue number one.
Yeah, I think
I'm with
you're
you
probably right. I think they threw us off with they supposedly put a button on her heritage in the last one. Maybe
What
that
was
will
the
be
button?
Kylo.
well, in their discussion at the end, it's like Kylo tells her, he's like, you know who your parents are, like you know what it is. They're nobody. They were junk traders. Like they're nobody.
They just
and
dropped
she
you
goes
here.
and she acknowledges it. Like
Yeah.
Like the whole thing out of that movie is that she is nobody special. The whole message out of The Last Jedi was that anybody can rise up to be that. But I think they're going to twist it again.
They are, because
do.
I used film logic. You never showed me the body. You never showed me Rey's
Yeah,
parents.
exactly.
You never showed Rey, little
Exactly.
flashback, tiny little infant Rey being held by the parents. So you just say whatever you
There's a
want.
And
little
here's
bit.
the thing to add to that is that point can still be made that you can be anybody and be a Skywalker and be powerful and be whatever. Because Rey right now currently thinks that about herself. My parents were just junk traders. She's going to inspire a whole new generation of people that will rise up. And only after that will we learn, you know what, she actually was like Han and Leia's kid. But that, you know what I mean? Like the point will still be made. People will still be inspired that they can do anything. But I think after all that, you'll still
She's
find out.
definitely Han and Leia's kid.
I think
And
so.
They're going to reveal it. And go back and watch that first movie. And put it in your mind. She's Han and Leia's kid.
Yep.
Every scene she has with Han and Leia, it's so familial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
just makes perfect sense.
Yep.
And in that movie, I said I divorced myself from Star Wars. I'm going full analytical Star
You're
Wars
going
nerd.
in
There you
deep.
go. Some divorce.
Some drug.
Messy divorce.
You're hooked.
Rilo Kiley, the Dark Jedi.
Yeah, okay.
He
I
reads
want
her mind.
I want a shirt that says that.
He reads Rilo Kiley, the Dark Jedi. He reads her mind and he says, "You thought of Han Solo as your father. He would have disappointed you."
That's pretty good.
He doesn't say, "He's not your father. You're fucking dumb." He says he would have disappointed you, to
Yeah.
imply that had you known him personally, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have been happy, because
Yep.
that was his own experience with Han Solo, who was his father. And I think that's another clue.
Yep.
He doesn't outright say you're wrong. He doesn't, later on in the second movie, they kind of put a Band-Aid over that. They realized that they were dropping these clues too heavy, so they tried to obscure what's going on.
People in the chat are saying he doesn't do that voice anymore because he got rid of the helmet in episode 8. The new trailer, he
Dude.
is welding it together.
Put it back.
That voice, Derek's valid. Derek's valid.
He was a scruffy-looking nerf herder.
So here's the thing. I think Derek's theory holds fucking water. I think it makes the most sense. But I'm a gambling man, and I'm sticking to my theory. It's Palpatine's kid, and there's going to be a whole thing about defying your destiny, defying what is expected of you. That's what I'm sticking to. So Derek makes sense, but I'm sticking to my theory.
Yeah. Plus, Luke Skywalker's dead, and it's called Rise of the Skywalker, and that whole trailer was about her. So
That's his
I think-
voiceover, though,
I
right?
think-
Luke's voice in the trailer?
But I think it's old recordings or whatever.
Yeah.
I think some other people have said this, and I think it's true. I think Skywalker is going to be I think it's going to be a term. I think Rise of Skywalker, I think it's going to be no more Jedi, no more Sith. What are you? I'm a Skywalker. I think it's going to be a term. I don't think it's about any one person.
Wow.
It's in keeping with the theme that has been going. So we'll see, but I'm sticking to it. Palpatine's kid. He's going to show up and go, "Where's my granddaughter?" And she's going to be there, and he's going to go, You grew up. You got so tall. You know, like grandparents, how they talk.
Yeah, they're always smelly and
you're
they
much
talk
taller
funny.
now. Oh,
I bet Kylo Ren and Rey team up together. That's the rise of Skywalker.
could be.
You have
maybe,
that in
but
the
I
last
also
movie.
I also don't know. I think he's past redemption at this point. I don't think he's going to be. I don't know if he'll be redeemed.
He's building
I think
that
he's gonna
helmet
die.
again.
I think he's out. I think that spent. But we'll see. I don't know
Yeah.
what will happen. Stay tuned.
They all mimic each other. So he's the Darth Vader. If it's anything like Jedi, Vader's going to fall at the
But
end.
that's I
then
think
be redeemed in when she gets his helmet off. He's going to go,
So right.
I still
there-
love you, sister.
I think they made a whole point about defying all that in the last one.
Oh, shit.
They made a whole thing about like not about he specifically wants to like burn anything that had to do with back then. So I don't think that will happen, but we'll see. We'll
All right.
see.
We will see.
And Sean had a theory. It made
was
no
Sean's
sense.
theory?
Sean, it's something to do with his dog.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
like Yoda like butt fucked the droid? And
Yeah,
then Rey,
it was. Yeah, it was all sex and
like like the
stuff.
Yoda
Perverted.
sperm got real hot, and then
Yeah.
like Rey crawled out of it or something.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
disgusting.
R2
But
raised
what
her.
Sean kept saying to
Fucked
me,
up.
and this is no joke. Sean kept saying, "Oh yeah, Rey has to be a Skywalker. Yeah, oh yeah, finally." And I was like, "Why do you want that to be it?" And he said, "Because we named our dog Rey Skywalker." So Sean, literally the tail that wags the dog.
That's what
he
he's
wants
looking
that
to do.
name to line up with what he named his dog. I would have just not named my dog after a thing that hadn't been finished yet.
But he might have subconsciously known.
What would you name your
what
dog?
he thinks.
I'd name my dog fucking like Spike or something, like just like a cool
Cowboy Bebop fan.
No.
Just that's a typical
no,
dog
that's just
name,
That's just a
Spike.
dope name, Skull.
Do you do like traditional
Like
dog
Bulk and
names?
Skull?
I wouldn't have named. Yeah, maybe
Spot.
yeah, I mean that's fine, but I wouldn't have named it like. I wouldn't
Peter.
have named it like.
Peter.
Human names.
Rey Skywalker.
Yeah, I wouldn't have named it. Jon Snow's gonna die or something.
Oh.
Which I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
tonight,
we haven't
so-
watched it yet. It's on right now, guys.
I have
Sean's
watched-
texting me. He's live texting.
Oh, man.
But I should say I could never have said this before on the podcast. I've now seen all of Game of Thrones. I watched it all. I did a whole video about it on my personal channel because I figured I wanted to like dump all these thoughts about
You
it,
know
and I
what?
figured if I talked about it on here, I'd go forever.
You know what I think about Rocco, my friend? I say this because you're my friend,
Yeah.
and I've known you for many years. You always come around. I can't.
do I always
I
come
think
around?
you do. I think you always say you don't like something for a long time, and then at the last minute, you barge all of it.
You know what it is? You know what it is
Yeah.
for me?
Yeah, Metal Gear. It's true.
He always comes around.
Good job.
I'm in a
Kev.
point in my life where I am like, why not give that a shot? Why not give that a shot? Why say I'm never going to give that a shot? Why not give that a shot? And when I do give something a shot, I do see what people see in it. I don't know if I always necessarily love it. Like Game of Thrones, I'm not going to say was my favorite show. And like I was like, hey, I'm going to make myself watch all the Marvel movies.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I wouldn't say I loved most of that.
And people keep bringing up The Walking Dead
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and I watched all
the
that.
chat.
You always come around.
That's another thing I'm not going to say but I see what people see in it. I think I'm open-minded more
Yeah.
so than I just love everything. Because again, I use the Marvel movies as an example. I think there were 3 maybe I loved. I watched like 20 and there were maybe 3 I loved. But again, I see what people see in them. There's a lot of stuff
Of
I
course.
didn't like too.
in
So,
the future, you shouldn't talk shit on stuff
Because it's
No,
because
I-
eventually you'll come around.
No, in general, I try to hate less. But in watching Game of Thrones, I will say what I had seen, all I had seen in the past was like the first season. I still hated the first season. I still did not like the first season. I don't think I liked the second season really either. But later stuff I did.
You came around. He came around.
A little bit.
I always
Next, you're
plan-
going to be watching the DC universe, Aquaman.
See, I won't
Batman
make time.
versus,
I won't make time.
No, I did. I have
Superman.
seen a bunch of that because my dad's really into DC. So like he like invited me over, like come see Batman versus Superman. Come on, let's watch it. And it was shit. It was pure shit. Like everyone said. But I did just see Shazam,
That was good.
and what a
was
charming movie. What a great movie.
Yeah.
It was It was fucking corny. It was, for all intents and purposes, I would probably say a kid's movie. But what a great, like, it really took me to a place of, like, if you want to call it a kid's movie, it was one that, like, wasn't afraid to swear and, like, have a kid drink beer and, like, have, you know what I mean? Like,
It was
was
realistic.
Like, yeah, it was actually, like, it didn't pull punches in that sense.
You know, I
but
heard
it
that,
was a really charming, for every moment that made me, like, cringe in the movie, there were 3 that were, like, genuine and, like, charming. Like, I really enjoyed
Okay.
it. Sorry.
I
what were you
didn't
saying?
see Shazam, but I heard it was directed by the guy who directed Lights Out.
Yeah, I didn't
And-
know that until
and-
later.
Wow.
It's always amazing to me because, like, I think Thor Ragnarok was directed by a guy who directed What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah,
Like,
it was Taika Waititi.
yeah, all these people
okay.
start with these really. I mean, Lights Out was a fucking internet movie.
Yeah.
It was a 3-minute internet horror film.
Which I saw. I didn't see the full movie, but I saw the internet.
The internet
Yeah,
one is
short.
creepy. And
Yeah, I
based
liked
on
it.
the strength of his fucking YouTube video, he got a feature-length horror movie and then leapfrogged that into directing Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And What We Do in the Shadows is just this low budget, kind of interesting, funny. I really like that movie. Vampire
definitely.
Because
movie.
he did Flight of the Conchords before that.
He did
Yeah.
Flight of the Conchords, which had its HBO show, but also started. Wasn't that like internet videos too?
Yeah.
All of these guys come from humble beginnings, and then they go on to direct the biggest movies in the world. I find that really inspiring. What I'm wondering is
ya.
how many fucking views does Cell Saga in 5 minutes have to get before
Yeah.
we get approached to direct a fucking movie?
Dragon
all
Ball
right.
movie.
I see what you're saying, Derek.
Damn
Hey,
it!
I
How
know
are all
where
these
you're coming.
guys making these internet movies?
Hey, you want to know something really crushing?
Getting
Uh-oh.
$1 billion.
What's up?
Going back to
make
taking it
big
back to
films.
Star Wars.
Okay.
Taking it back to Star Wars. There's a Star Wars series coming to the Disney streaming service
yeah.
later this year, which that I was pleasantly surprised by is going to have a ton of stuff, ton of old movies, which is what I want. I want old live action movies. And the new stuff is cool. This Star Wars series, it looks like it's got the budget of the movies. This Mandalorian show looks legit. That guy's involved in it too. Tahiti, whatever his name. What is his name?
Taika.
Yeah. So that guy's involved too. But what kills me is they said, we're doing this show and we have, obviously episode 9 is coming out at the end of the year. But they said after episode 9, Star Wars is going on hiatus. Like the movies and
Oversaturation.
The movies are going to sleep for a while. And it kills me because, they were overdoing it. Yeah, they were oversaturating us. But that was our shot, Derek. Derek, we were so close. We could have that when they said there was going to be a Star Wars movie like every 6 months. I was like, we're going to get one. We're going to direct one. It's a matter numbers game, baby. And what happened when this new trailer came out? What happened when this new trailer came out? Everyone started sharing our Star Wars trailer because and honestly, a lot of the stuff came to pass in our trailer. Palpatine coming back was like a funny joke in ours. No, that's might be really happening. What's next? The Life Star? Thank you.
When they say hiatus, 3 years max.
yeah.
Before they pull it out
2,
again.
maybe.
Yeah.
But it just kills me because that's what they should have done from the beginning. Like we always talk about that. Make you miss it.
Yeah.
Do episodes, maybe do 7, 8, 9, have a couple years in between each one. And then it's like, oh man, that's it. And you miss it. And then it's like, hey, fucking Obi-Wan movie. Okay. I would be down. All right, great. But yeah, they were doing it. I mean, we're beating a dead horse. Everyone knows they were doing too many. So, but you know what? I enjoyed it all. When it comes to the Star Wars thing, I've said this a million times before. It ended with Return of the fucking Jedi. All of this is extra shit. I've been enjoying all of it. So, that's where I'm at with it. And again, I want to see if the Joker does ultimately show up.
DC crossover.
Speaking of the Joker, I want to say thank you to everyone watching today. I should explain. Thank you, as always, for watching the Mega64 podcast. If you want to support our show, but you want some great things for yourself, go to shop.mega64.com.
Treat yourself.
And treat yourself to an array of wonderful products. Media. We've got vinyl records, Blu-ray, DVD.
Yeah, baby.
But today, something we like to do is a 64-hour special, which are shirts that are only around for 64 hours because they might be sketchy. They might be of a bootleg nature. We have a brand new one tonight that's very
sick.
appropriate for tonight. This is my favorite one that we've ever had. The Joker update shirt. It's available now. Shop.mega64.com.
Yeah.
Only available. This is my favorite one we've ever. Seriously, I can't wait to
Why
wear
so
that.
serious?
But
This is a real update.
yeah, that's available now. Shop.mega64.com and pick that up. But there's a ton of other great stuff too. We're also doing a round of pre-orders for the Black Charm sweatshirt. Some people saw that in our Sekiro video last week and they were like, what is this? Where is it? And it's like, well, it was a Black Friday item. Did you not see that back then? So we're going to do, we felt bad. We're going to do one more round of pre-orders for that and the Anime Trash Rag, shirts. Those are available as well. All up for pre-order at shop.mega64.com. So check that out. Also patreon.com/mega64. We have a bunch of stuff went up. Our PAX East panel is up there now, and we did a friend dimension where we had Sean play Sekiro, and he didn't know anything about it. So obviously he was miserable. So that was great. Check all that out. Patreon.com/mega64.
I think Sean did great.
He actually did better than I thought he would.
I mean, he seemed to really enjoy it at the time. He wanted to he wanted to keep playing when Friend Dimension was over. We turned the cameras off. He's like, all right, give me another shot at this fucking boss. So he got into it.
He's so
connected.
into it he couldn't even show up. He's so
Wow.
He's probably playing it right now.
Speaking of playing stuff, man, I've been just this past couple weeks, I barely had time to play shit, but I did pick up the it's so weird. I got a notification on Friday. We just shipped your VR Labo set for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. I didn't hear a peep about that thing from anybody. I posted a picture online. I'm like, did anyone else get this? I didn't hear a soul speak about this VR thing. I've learned, I didn't do any of the other Labo sets. But I've rekindled a part of myself that I had forgotten, which is I hate fucking putting things together,
that's
and
half
I
the
don't
fun.
want to do it. So
Isn't that the point of Labo?
yeah, it is. I just
Have
want
Garrett do it for you.
I just
Yeah.
I should. I just want
Bring it in.
I just want the Google essentially the Google Cardboard. I just want the VR set because I want they announced that they're going to have Zelda and Mario content for free in VR, so I want to check that out. But I haven't. I don't think that stuff's out. So sorry.
I'm still plugging away at Sekiro.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because I really never got into Dark Souls or Bloodborne or any of that stuff, and
You'd probably enjoy them.
I don't.
You
Yeah.
might.
It's funny because my best friend John, I was talking to him and I was telling him about this game because he likes Dark Souls, and I thought he liked the whole series, but apparently he's still playing Dark Souls 1.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
he's like, you know what? I've been playing this game for years, and I'm really busy. I don't really play video games anymore, but every like couple weeks or couple months, I'll just go back to Dark Souls. He's like, I'm really just happy plugging away at that one game. And I feel like that might be my my experience with Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I am going so fucking slow.
Yeah.
But I'm playing this game
Inch by inch.
a lot. Yeah, it kind of sucked me in, surprisingly. I just got it to try it out and see what the hype was all about, and I find myself being drawn to it. So I'm still plugging away on it. You can't I was joking with these guys before the podcast started. I'm playing this game, I'm enjoying it, but I still think the community puts it on a pedestal. You can't criticize this game whatsoever.
That's a hybrid of a pedestal and a stool.
Yeah.
What?
No, you said pedestal. It was like a hybrid. No, that's okay.
We'll do a 64-hour t-shirt next week.
You'll have to explain that one to me after the show.
Sorry.
This game is beyond criticism to its fan base. It is it's like the clouds opened up and a divine entity laid this game down. And it's funny. It's not just me. You go on the subreddit for this video game and people will be like, hey, anybody else experiencing control issues? Nope. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I put in this stuff. I'm trying to block and the block isn't registering. And the response will be like, I doubt it. It's
That's
just,
the
they
best.
just shut you out completely.
That's such a good response.
And
Yeah.
and that's what I was saying earlier too. Is you never the comments on our Patreon page are typically just very like, hey, thanks for this. Hey, cool, thanks. More of this or less of this. I've never seen an argument on our Patreon page, and sure enough, on the Sekiro post, it was. Yeah, I think I know what he's talking about with the this not working. No, it works. You're probably pressing too many things at once. No, I'm definitely not. It's like there's an argument here too. This is great. No, but anyway,
hard game.
I got a kick out of that.
I get a kick out of it too. I almost want to just criticize the game just to get the blowback.
Yeah,
Poke the bear.
Incite hatred.
Yeah, I had fun checking that out for the little bit that I did.
You played a little.
Yeah,
you did
are you
play a
officially
little.
done with it?
Oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna continue, but I had fun with the little bit that I did. No, what I really want to play,
One and done.
I really want to play that Yoshi game, and I haven't had time.
Oh, that's right,
I know
that's
everyone's gonna
out
make
now.
fun of me for that, but yeah, but I'm still playing Final Fantasy IX. But that's been out for a while, so I don't think there's much I need to say about that. I'm still
beat a
plugging
game.
away at it.
You beat
Yeah,
a game.
you beat a game. You
Yeah.
rarely
I rarely
can say that.
finish and actually complete a video game, but I beat Devil May Cry 5 over the weekend and was so happy with that.
Yeah, that game rules.
I feel like now I can go back in and play some more because it's so vast and you can go through with different characters. It's got a lot of replayability. I finally, whenever we went live on PPS, I wanted to play the Bloody Palace, but it doesn't unlock, Brian and I found out, until you beat the game.
Oh, shit.
So now I can finally do that.
And that was DLC, right?
No, free DLC.
It was free DLC.
It came in an update on April 1st. But yeah, now that I'm done and I wrapped up the story, I probably won't go back for a while, if ever, just because there's still so much. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go back for Red Dead, complete that, play some other stuff. But God, there is a lot of replayability, so I don't know.
Well, I'm glad I stopped. Well, not for
At
good.
DMC?
I'm going to beat. I'll go back to once I have some more free time.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Devil May Cry because I loved it.
Yeah.
But I stopped. I think I saw Dante basically, and I stopped. I'm glad I stopped because I've just been informed they patched the game. There was a lot of censorship in the game. Obviously, I hate censorship. You know me. I'm fighting against censorship.
Yeah.
There were lens flares in two or three different scenes where you couldn't see, like there'd be a naked person, you couldn't see their butt.
Butt cheeks.
Oh man.
There, seriously, Buttgate. Kevin knows all about Buttgate. He
Yeah.
talks about it all the time.
Yeah, he hates it.
I said that I think it was just recently. I said Buttgate and anything gate, Kevin. You see an eye roll unlike you've ever witnessed, where it's like, why is everything gate? Is that fair to say, Kevin? Yeah.
What about Watergate? Are you okay with that one?
That's the original.
Oh, historical.
Yeah,
Inflate.
Ben Gate.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about Deflate.
But
Gate.
What was
Buttgate.
Ben Gate?
What's that?
The phone.
They said the iPhone 6 was bending.
I missed that
That
one.
was Ben
Ben
Gate.
Gate.
Ben
Oh yeah,
Gate.
that
I'm
was
Android. I missed the boat on that one.
But Buttgate is officially, I think, over because the lens flares were patched out. Some
Cool.
people say they
Thank
weren't
God.
even. Yeah, it was meant to censor it in certain territories. Well, it's gone here, so those ass cracks are intact.
Yeah. There's plenty of them, too.
So now I can continue playing and not feel like an asshole.
So you can finally see Dante's ass?
no,
what
no.
you're talking about?
I think it's Trish. Is that the
Trish,
character? Yeah, you see hers.
See hers, maybe Lady a
Maybe
few times.
Lady. I don't know if
Maybe.
Lady's
I
in
wasn't
full view
looking.
or
Oh,
not.
it's just female asses?
Peeking. Yeah. they
yeah.
going to show Dante.
Why would they show a man's
Come
ass?
on.
Please, come on.
What?
The eye
Equality.
candy. Dante's.
That's, first of all, that's sexist. Why can't you show Dante's ass?
Well, Dante's eye candy is his
'Cause that's
superior
bad.
dancing moves. He's got a hat he puts on and he gains.
this is bullshit.
His
Hey.
dance hat?
This
dance
is the
hat,
real
yeah.
Buttgate. Where's Dante's ass, Capcom? You
Cowards.
fucking cowards. Yeah, Meg's with me.
You can see V's chest. I mean,
Yeah, that's good enough.
he's got an open
You
blouse.
see V's chest.
You see Trish and Lady's fucking crack, and then V's chest
Yeah.
is the
Open
fucking
butt.
equivalent.
It's not a coochie crease. It's
You
just
know
a
what?
butt crack. It's okay.
This is pissing me off.
Well-
And Capcom, you have to play catch up now. I want to see Dante's dick in Devil May Cry
Wow.
6.
Wait,
Wow.
somebody's saying V is totally naked in his flashback. Is that
Really?
Oh yeah, he is.
there? You
Okay,
go.
can you see his ass?
That's true. You
Do you see
kind of
his
see.
ass?
You see
Can you
that.
see his ass?
You see that part of like the upper hip where
Oh,
it's
like side ass?
Side, yeah.
Part
side
of
ass.
the upper hip. All right,
That's
you know
good
what?
enough.
You know what? Capcom now want to see that dude's dick too. And I
Yeah.
haven't played this game.
Devil May Cry 6. Put it in.
Can we please?
Untimely dance number that Dante does.
Yeah.
This game's been in development for how many years now? Probably.
Yeah.
It's a full Michael Jackson.
I saw
Dance
that and
move.
I saw it totally out of context and had no idea what I was watching.
Yeah, me too. I saw it on social media before I got to that part of the game, but I really went like, "Oh, damn! I bet they wish that Neverland documentary didn't come out 2 months or no, a month before the release."
The
of this
documentary
game.
wasn't about Dante.
All right, here's
No, but he's doing the full.
But now you can
Full
enjoy the
ending.
dance because someone else is doing
I guess it's a cover. Can you listen to cover versions of Michael Jackson now? Is that okay?
it. You're not allowed.
Here's the story that I proposed. You guys talking about the dance, but I'm still hung up on Buttgate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the story I
Buttgate.
proposed for Devil May Cry 6. Some sort of demon enchants Dante's dick,
Yeah.
and it becomes the ultimate soul-cleaving weapon of the underworld. And like unlockable maneuver to kill people is like the deadly mushroom stamp. And Dante actually weaponizes his penis
to
so
surpass
that-
the Sword of Sparta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So you'll do this
Yeah.
combination, last minute, zip, pow, and like he, just cuts somebody in half.
You changed to trickster style. for
With
that.
his
Nice.
devil dick, his enchanted dick. That's the only way they could redeem themselves after Buttgate 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's when you pull your devil trigger. He's pulling something else to get that thing ready. for
He'll
the
show you what it
mushroom
means to
stand.
pull the devil trigger.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Somebody in the chat asked, "Is that erection or not erection?" Hey, no, that's just a limp meat.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Erection's the sequel.
That's Devil May Cry 7 in VR.
Yeah, in VR.
You can level up your dick
knock you over.
to get to erection. You have to
Cock push
unlock
up.
the erection.
Do cock push up.
Yeah, you got to get enough blood orbs to really get that thing inflated with blood. Let's be honest.
And then you level that thing up so much it becomes like a
Massive.
like a semen machine gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's like,
been there.
Save up for a charge shot.
You've been
You ever
there?
do that? Brian, you like the charge shot, right? Save up for that charge shot.
Yeah, I
Blast
fucking
away.
sound like Mega Man X in my bathroom.
I-
I'm like,
the- this started like a joke, but the more I think about it, this is a fucking brilliant idea.
I'm-
You can do Tanuki style. You can weaponize your balls and start like
Yeah.
nunchuck with them balls.
yeah.
Get
Put
rid
me
of
in
the
charge
Cerberus.
of this video game. I
Yeah.
will save this series. You'll
Dante,
never have
It
Buttgate
needs it.
again.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be cool.
Anyways,
anyway, food for thought.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still live. Shit. I already talked about Shazam. I can't bring it up again.
Yeah, we can't.
Can
well, I saw a movie.
Rocker,
Can I,
you're
well,
food.
wait.
Oh,
Can I bring up one thing real quick?
Sure.
I just want to, before we move on too far, I do think it's worth addressing. I have confirmed. I've completely. It's a thing. IHOP does sell gear. So yeah, just
Oh gosh,
International House of Pancakes official. Okay, get the socks, please.
he is a food influencer.
How good are
Derek.
these socks? How good are? Wait, hold on. You can't see them all. See?
Oh, is that pancakes and butter and
Yeah.
syrup?
Yes. Anyway, sorry, Derek.
That's cool.
Yeah, he had.
I mean, you reviewed Shazam, and then you had to take your shoes off before I could talk about the film I saw.
Show feet.
I just didn't
I
because we
understand.
wouldn't have
You had to
gone
show
back
feet.
to that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten back to that. I saw Pet Sematary.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
I've been meaning to do that. How
Oh,
was
yeah?
it? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Eh,
I saw Shazam instead.
don't bother.
I saw the first
Yeah.
two just like last month in preparation
You
for
know-
the third one.
I was actually pretty excited for Pet Sematary based on the trailer, and I've seen the original Pet Sematary.
I didn't even see the trailer.
Which
Yeah.
I think that if you've seen the original Pet Sematary, it actually makes this one worse
Oh no.
because they really don't add anything to it.
Just modernize it.
They just took it and transplanted it to 2019.
Oh, okay.
And I personally, I find the original one more entertaining. It's kind of campy and it's got that 80s charm to it. And this one, I knew it was going to be a disappointing horror movie when the movie starts and it's a family driving in a car to sad piano music. And I just feel like that is the giveaway for a shitty horror film.
Oh my god.
When it's just like bling, 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 and they're just driving like,
Yeah.
honey, you're gonna like the new house we move into, and there's just a kid in the back seat. And
I
it's
feel
just
like I've
looking out the
already seen
window,
this.
bling. That's like every shitty modern horror movie.
This is how Us started though too, and that was okay.
Did it start? It didn't start with sad piano music.
Yeah, what they were
Every
getting
horror
5 on
movie-
it. Get in rhythm. Get 5 on it.
No, dude, that came
Same
like
thing.
that was like 45 minutes into the film.
Was it?
Us started at the carnival in the 80s. Do you remember?
I remember him in the car. Get in
I
rhythm.
haven't seen it.
Get in rhythm, Kevin.
That's like fucking midpoint in the movie, Garrett.
Listen with that Indo weed.
Dude, it starts with the little girl at the carnival.
I gotta see that again.
It's
Yeah,
like, well, it's
you
kind of
bet.
like Empire Strikes Back, how they have that whole opening with "I'm your father." You know, it's like, okay,
That's a hell of an opening.
you know, back
I
up.
You
got to the
remember?
theater
You remember
late.
the opening of Jurassic Park when the cars break down in front of the T-Rex thing and Lamb hits the window.
Oh yeah, and that girl's
They get out
And
the
he's
night
looking
vision
at,
goggles.
and he's looking at the birds from the helicopter, and
I'm
and it rolls to the end credits.
I'm trying to figure out
a weird opening.
Whose kids are these, and why are they with these doctors? Like, I don't even know.
So Pet Cemetery, it was a little bit disappointing to me. Kind of
Okay.
boring. I felt like there were plenty of opportunities where they could have done cool shit, and they were just like pulling their punches, like not really swinging for the fences. They could have had cool gore. They could have made it like more horrific. They could have. The person I saw it with described it as jump scare city, and that was the
Oh,
perfect
no.
summation
Boring.
of this movie.
Well, that's
hate
not
that.
good.
I hate that when
Yeah.
when you lean on that. However,
Dead is better.
I wasn't gonna see this, and I'm not, but I did. I do appreciate a big heaping helping of John Lithgow in 2019. So
How was our
Is there
Lithgow?
something for the Lithgow heads?
I'm glad to see John Lithgow is, alive and well.
Stay
and
away
healthy.
from that road.
But I think John Lithgow is capable of so much more. He's such a good character actor, and this is just nice old guy.
Did he?
Really?
Did he pick up the full-on Bangor accent? The Bangor, Maine.
No,
Oh, that road over there is
No.
a dangerous
should've.
road.
no, he's just nice old guy. Your daughter
I'm
is
from,
Boring.
Oh,
I'm
that's
from Mars.
doesn't even fit.
your daughter's very charming to me, and
Oh, that's not how
I
they
mean,
He's
talk.
his name is
You-
Harry.
you care about your daughter. I'd hate to see that cat not come back.
Poor
Makes your
Church.
daughter
Where?
sad.
Hello, where are the Hendersons?
Church looks good. The animal actors looked good in the trailer. So,
All that I saw about this movie was how we trained this cat to be in this movie, and
oh, behind the scenes.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw
nothing else.
I saw pictures, of them with a big cat. That's
Yeah,
all I
that's
ever
it.
saw. of
They
this
get
movie.
his fur all sticky and muffed up. And
Yeah, it was like
send him-
how they made it look dirty and how they trained it to be on camera. That was all that I saw about that
Dude,
movie.
let it sleep under a car for a week. That's how you train a cat to get dirty.
So it's got like a 6 out of 10 on
Fuck you need
IMDb.
training
The
for?
rating is not that great, and then you look up the reviews, and it's all these people like going fucking hog wild for 20 things, 20 Easter eggs a real Stephen King fan will appreciate in Pet Cemetery. And it's like, yeah, I get it. The highway sign said Derry. That's the town that it takes place in.
Oh,
I guess that's all you need to make a good horror movie is reference other things that already
Reference.
exist.
Yeah.
It disappointed me, but see it for yourself. You be the judge.
I gotta go see. There's too many things on my list, so I think I will take your advice, Derek. I think I'll hold off.
I say
Stick with the first two as being
Netflix
good.
this one. Wait for it to come
Okay.
to a streaming service. Don't pay $20 to see it in a theater.
I still gotta go see Beach Bum. The new Harmony Korine movie's out, and I know that shit doesn't stay in theaters long, so I gotta get on that. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Get to work, man.
Fuck. I'm gonna get one of those AMC. Now that I'm done with Movie Pass, I think I might go Stubbs.
I can't cancel my movie pass.
Oh, so
can't?
you still have it?
I don't know how to cancel it. The website doesn't work. The app doesn't work. I can't log in. I
And you
can't.
can't get a hold of anybody.
I can't get a hold of anybody.
Well, hey,
Call
let me
your
just
credit
say,
card.
actually, on that subject,
Yeah.
Movie Pass. Kevin and I still have it. The only ones that
Well,
I know.
I have it too.
Well, yeah, and I thought you were out, but
They're
you're in.
charging you every month.
I
Yeah.
think so. Let me just say, it has worked for every new movie I've seen. Like, whatever phase they were in of like, yeah, there's no fucking movies I can see, is not right now.
You overrode the storm.
No, they're all, when you go into the Movie Pass app, it still looks pretty limited, but you go to the movie theaters individually, go to the one that you want, and 9 times out of 10 recently, there have been I could see every movie. I saw Shazam. Us is on there. All the new shit has been on there. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just throwing that out there. If you haven't checked in a while, check it now. But again, I don't know anybody else who has it at this point. But we stuck with it. Kevin and I were like, let's ride this like holiday season and see what happens, and it's working. But I was on the verge of canceling it closer to Christmas, because there was tons of stuff I wanted to see, and it was like not available. Like it didn't work at all. But yeah, I think enough people maybe have left it that now they're like.
So I put in the password that I believe is my correct password,
which is
my login doesn't work.
Show the screen.
I click on forgot password, nothing happens. It will not recover my password. I go to the website. You have to log in to do anything. How do you log in when your password doesn't work?
There's not much.
I'm just fucking locked out of MoviePass.
Okay, so can we talk about the hack that you heard about?
Yeah.
So
This cracked me up so
I
bad.
was looking up on Reddit, people complaining about MoviePass. Tons of people have the same problem as me. They don't know how to get out of the situation.
I can't cancel.
One guy figured it out. He said, go to CVS and buy something with your MoviePass card. They will cancel it for an
They will
invalid
shut
purchase.
you down?
Yeah, they'll kick you out of the club for using it like a credit card. So
Oh, that cracked me up. I thought when you originally told me it was like Walgreens. I don't either.
Somewhere-
either way,
whatever.
It was
Anything
like
one of those.
go to Walgreens and buy a bunch of shit. That cracked me up.
Here's what I think. Anywhere you can self-checkout, that's going to be your best bet, because no one's going to say, this is a little hinky.
Yeah.
They're just going to,
Yeah.
turn the blind eye as it looks like a regular MasterCard.
Yeah.
I think, Derek, your advice is valid. Buy something under the $9.95, and then you can always just say,
I'm
trying to cancel.
But why stick to $9.95? If you
'Cause
want them
that's
to
the-
cancel it, buy a
Oh.
fucking iPad or something.
Depends on how many months they owe you back. If you wanted to cancel it, maybe 6 months back.
Listen, I don't know if what I'm saying is fraud or anything. So listen,
Yeah, we don't know how that
This is a
works.
comedy podcast. I'm doing a comedy bit. We filmed this in Canada. Exactly.
It's funny
Thank
stuff.
you, Brian. See, that was planned all night. The music.
I'm gonna take
you
it
know.
to Cheetah's, get a $9.95 lap dance.
Yeah.
On my credit card.
He's swing that card.
Where do you swipe the card?
Do you take Square? The stripper has Square. She swipes it. She goes, "You're approved."
She's got it on her cell phone.
Yeah.
You know what?
I haven't been to a
Exactly.
strip club in a long time. Do strippers keep their cell phones like on them?
Yeah, they got Square.
Wait, do they really have Square? Is that a joke?
No, you use your credit card for lap dances.
Is that
No,
real?
I'm just thinking.
No,
in
is
this-
that real? Is that for real?
No, but I'm just
I don't
thinking.
know. I'm just joking.
In this day and age, everyone's got
that
their
wouldn't surprise me.
you got their phone on you all the time. Like, what about when you're on the stage? Like, where do you hide your cell phone?
So here's what I was just about to say is,
I just say, "Can I PayPal you for this lap dance?"
Venmo.
yeah, I'll Venmo you later. What they should have, okay, the credit card thing, that's awkward. That's not going to work. Like, cash is just you throw a dollar bill. Okay, fine. But the credit card thing, that's a little awkward. But they got to start accepting Apple Pay. What they should do is strippers, somewhere on them, I don't know where, but that's not, maybe like if they wear like pasties or something, put the chip in there.
Oh yeah.
Put the chip in there. And if they make it
NFC.
if they add Apple Pay and Android Pay and all that stuff, you can do that through a smartwatch.
No touching,
So
sir.
yeah, eliminate cash, get rid of all that shit, and then you could just be like,
Sir, no touching.
or you could just wave near them.
When you go to the Apple
yeah,
Store-
press,
you might
When
don't
you go to-
touch them.
when
Back
you go
of
to
the
the
hand,
Apple
you
Store,
just do that.
Can't all the employees like check you out directly? They just have that thing.
Yeah.
That on their hip or whatever.
Absolutely.
Just put that on a lanyard, give that to all the strippers, and then start taking credit card orders.
Yeah.
You know what? This is something I've heard that strip clubs in Portland have been making advances lately.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a vegan strip club in Portland,
Shit.
Oregon that
Vegan
is just
strip club.
way
Vegan.
ahead. Yeah.
They strip vegetables or what?
They wear
What?
vegetables.
All,
Uh-oh.
dude,
What?
it's
Wait, what?
Wait, you can only eat
don't
carrots there?
it's next level. But it's maybe they could
Who
implement.
the fuck is eating food at a strip club?
No, no.
What the
all-
fuck is a
You
vegan
guys
strip
aren't
club?
getting. You aren't getting
Food
it.
will do for
All
now.
of the workers are vegan.
Oh, so they're all like pale and they like got no muscle mass and they're all
Yeah.
like falling asleep. while
Apparently,
stripping.
they're all very tattooed.
They're
and
calorie
suicide
deficient.
girl-esque. But I say they're into animal liberation and lowering emissions. Why not cut out on paper and change?
Yeah,
and do
exactly.
green.
And PayPal or like Apple Pay, all the contactless payment services takes a little of the awkward shit out of there too, because it's not, when you hand them a bill, they might go, a $1 bill, you're not going to give me a 5 or a 20. But when it's Apple Pay, they're not going to know till they go to their computer
True.
later. So I could just be going like, beep, and it's like, hey, I only gave a penny.
Imagine,
and then run.
If you
Imagine
big
like
tip, they won't know.
going into that vegan strip club with like a big old bag of McDonald's. You just sit
Oh,
down,
rude.
chicken nuggets, Big Macs, just like keep going, and everybody there is like pissed off while they're
Yeah, I want the
stripping.
opposite of a vegan strip club. I want meat.
believe this
I want
guy.
the meat lover strip club.
It just sounds like the most Portland thing
It does.
Yeah.
ever. And I feel like one of these days I need to venture there.
Yeah.
Just
Why
for
you
the
into
experience. I don't know. I just want to say,
I'm telling you, man, those girls are gonna be falling asleep on stage. Their calorie deficiency.
I want to witness that.
Is anybody watching this right
They're
now?
gonna like
vegan?
swing on the pole, and their brittle bones are gonna break. It's gonna be just
Do
this
we have any-
horror scene.
Yeah, do we have vegan crossover with a lot of the Mega64 universe?
I know.
No,
plenty-
Rocco's too influential. Everybody's going to
Yeah.
IHOP right now.
Yeah, going to pancakes.
You
know,
are pretty
go to
influential.
Go to IHOP, bro. IHOB. Sorry. I know a lot of vegetarians. I don't know a lot of vegans.
Not anymore. In
Never,
high school,
I don't
I
think
knew
I could
vegans.
ever do that. I could definitely if
Oh,
Gundam.
wait,
What's
Tommy. We know Tommy
that?
Tallarico.
Oh, of course, Tommy is.
Tommy's the most famous vegan we know.
But you know what? But here's the thing. I keep saying like I could never go vegan. I could never go vegan. But every time I've been given vegan food or like, hey, try this, there's very rarely that I've gone, oh, like Tommy made us vegan pizza. It was pretty damn
good.
good. It was what's the best pizza on earth? Little Caesars. But it was good. And the Impossible Burger I tried
Yeah.
after the Christmas cast. That was good as hell.
Now that they got that.
Yeah, they are getting better with stuff. So I could say that I'd never do it. But you know what? I think it is for me. I think my lifestyle, the availability of that stuff is really difficult.
Yeah, California doesn't have any of that shit.
No, but I don't know. Just for me personally, it would be hard to.
Taco shop. Yeah,
I
I
don't
can't give
know.
up a taco shop, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Del
Kevin
Taco.
brought up a good point. Burger King and Del Taco, my favorite places to go, both have Impossible Burger and meat and whatever, meatless meat. But
Soup Plantation, that's all salads and soup. That's vegan.
that's true. That's true. I can do that.
Except for the cheese.
Oh yeah.
Gotta stay away.
Well, it's been fun, everybody.
shit.
I think we have to call it because
Sean's got that 59-minute rule. We
We promised we were going to tear him a new asshole, and I feel like we kind of didn't.
I know, I'm just kidding. We're going all night.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? Extra long tonight.
Yeah?
He's not here. He's not here, and it didn't seem like it was a real serious situation. He could have been here, so I say, let it fly.
Let it fly. Okay. Well, we were on the food train, and I finally tried Raisin Cane's. Rocco?
Oh yeah. Okay, wait, hold on.
This chicken-
Raisin Canes.
Now you're a food influencer. About do you cover chicken?
I want to see if I may get some Canes gear. I'm still looking into it.
Okay.
I'm still looking into the corporate office.
This is
But-
new to San Diego.
Yeah, but I'm curious, where else is Canes in the country? Is that like all around? Do you know, Kevin? Because I know, I don't really know where else. Is it like a big thing in the East Coast? So people are saying East Coast and
Arizona,
Texas and
Minnesota.
Arizona and stuff like that. So
Well,
it's pretty
okay.
new to California. We had one in like Anaheim a while ago, but just got one in San Diego.
Because we've always had KFC, then we got Popeyes, which is personally my favorite. If we're talking
Popeyes
chicken,
is?
Popeyes.
We
yeah.
were just talking about that. Derek and I are thought it was gross.
oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I don't like Popeyes.
We got Church's chicken not too long ago, and
You ever been to
Yeah.
Church's?
Yeah,
I
I've
still
been
have
to
not had
Church's. I like
Church's
Church's.
is pretty good for fast food chicken,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is all 3 out of 10 at best.
And we got Chick-fil-A now. And I think, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, if I want a sandwich, it's up there. But strips, I stick with Popeyes. But now I finally tried Cane's. They're
Yeah.
confident with just one sauce.
Yeah.
They're like, we know our sauce
There's
is
some
where it's
confidence
at.
there, yeah.
We're only given one option, baby.
Yep.
And I will say it was pretty good. Now, it's not Popeyes level because the chicken itself is a little plain.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
good plain fried chicken, and then they got that one type of sauce that's really good.
Yeah, I love Cane's. I thought it was great because their chicken strips remind me of Sean's dad's chicken.
Yes.
John's dad, when we would go to his house, would make fried chicken strips. Now
That's good.
the only difference is Sean's dad would put like a peppery. He would like pepper them
See,
up.
that's what I like. Spiced it up.
Yeah, they don't have that at Cane's,
I
but
don't,
otherwise they're very similar.
I don't fuck with Chick-fil-A because they're too political.
Oh,
They take too many sides.
They do.
I don't fuck with them because they're always fucking closed when I'm hungry on Sunday.
They're always closed on Sunday.
Lord
Again,
bearers.
political
How dare
statement.
you?
You know, which I don't dig.
Well, he's on the 7th day he slept, Derek.
We didn't eat fucking chicken on the 7th
No, he went to fucking Popeyes and got his favorite chicken on the 7th.
Did God starve himself on the 7th day? But yeah, I don't think. Maybe I had Chick-fil-A once, like 10 years ago or something.
Dude, they got the tinfoil bags.
in
keep your shit
terms
hot.
in terms of fast food, that's in my top 3. Chick-fil-A is in my. I love Chick-fil-A.
Bigot.
However,
Fucking
Rocco.
bigot.
I'm
Is a
talking the
bigot.
food. I'm talking the food. I think that place is run like a shit show.
Really?
Not even. I mean, and that's part of it. But let me talk about another part of it that's a little just
Put them on blast.
because well, let me just say, in terms of all that shit, for a while it seemed like they weren't involved in that stuff anymore, or they weren't. I don't know.
They weren't gay
whatever.
bashing anymore.
Yeah, whatever. So I was going there. I didn't go there super often, but I went there a few times, and I can't understand how they run the outs. Okay, when you go to the drive-through, it drove me insane
The
because
2 lane split.
okay, well, no, okay, that's kind of a new thing now. Drive-throughs will have like 2 lanes. You could go in that one or that one.
Yeah.
That's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of drive-throughs will have like 2 windows. Pay at this one, pick up your food at the next one. Well, the Chick-fil-A, at least here that I've gone to, doesn't have that. They have the one window, and for the most part, they just have that works. You pull up, you pay, and then they give it to you. Okay, fine. Well, to speed it up, they start, and I've seen this actually at a couple different locations. So I shouldn't say it's just this one, but they put like a podium,
I've seen this.
outside. And
They
like a
always do this.
person with a
Really?
loose card reader. Well, like what you were just talking about a minute ago with the Apple thing, where this guy can just check you out from this little like device that he has. So they started doing this thing where that guy just walks up to your car. Hey, just order with me. You don't even have to wait for I'm going to take your order now. Don't even wait for the window or the speaker up there. I'll just take your order now.
In-N-Out does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Chick-fil-A already has. It doesn't back up like In-N-Out does. It's moving, but they have all these people outside. They've overthought it way too much. There's so many people outside. Yeah, I'll just take you here. Okay, yeah, I want a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and then the lane is already moving. Like they've got 2 lanes. It's incredibly efficient. They don't need a person doing this. So what happens is everyone starts moving, and I'm like, okay, do I move forward? And the guy's like, yeah, just go ahead and move forward. Okay, so I drive, stop. The guy walks to catch up to my car. Okay. What did you want? Yeah, I just want a number 2 meal with.
Oh
okay,
my God.
the cars have left. Do I move up forward? Yeah, just move forward. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. Okay, what did you want? Number 2 meal
Out of
with Chick-fil-A sauce. Pull up, please.
All that chicken.
And every 5 seconds, it's like, pull up, please. Okay. All right. And what sauce do you want with that? I wanted Chick-fil-A. Just go ahead and pull up, please. Okay. Hold. Yeah. Okay, and you wanted you wanted ranch sauce? No.
Oh, he's fucking up
I
the
wanted
order.
Chick-fil-A. Pull up. Go ahead and pull up, please. Okay, like this guy is just walking along with me the whole path of the drive-thru. It's like, can I just tell them up there like what? No, you can just do it here. And so, okay, yeah. So you wanted 3 chicken sandwiches? No, just 1 chicken. Go ahead and pull up, please. Okay.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it was that
He's
maybe
trolling you.
20 times in a row. So anyway, that place, I mean, aside from all the political bullshit, that place was already run like a shit show. And everyone's acting like they're so fucking happy to see you. Fuck off.
They are overly polite, and it seems fake.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the Christian way.
It is the
Ew.
Christian way. You kill them with kindness. and
Yeah,
they were
smile
like,
to your face and then stab you in the back.
So
Look, you know
bright-
what? I'm over that.
We're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to serve you this breakfast sandwich this morning. They almost do everything but call you sugar and hun.
Yeah.
It's like a saccharine.
I'd probably prefer that.
Yeah. When I get a Southern belle who calls me hun,
Yeah.
that's a confidence boost.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyway, whatever.
I went to Starbucks before I came here.
Oh yeah, got a Tommy Motts coming up right now.
You just reminded me of being bright-eyed and bushy-tailed because everybody at Starbucks wants to be your best fucking friend.
Oh yeah,
because they want you to keep buying the coffee. Yep. And I pulled up to get my drink, and she went, "Oh, it's you! I recognize you, Tom."
What?
And I went, "Derek," and she was like,
What?
I'm sorry. And the girl behind her went, "Why? What happened?" She's like, "Let's not talk about it."
Let's not talk about it.
I'm so bad with names. I'm really sorry.
You can't roll that off your back like,
here's your call. I'll see you next time, though. I'm good with faces, but I'm bad with names. But here you go.
She thought you were cute.
Like,
that's
you
why.
fucked up.
That's trying to flirt, and then she fucked up. She
You think
net your
so?
gumbered.
No, 'cause
that's why she got so flustered because she net your gumbered.
I think every time you go to Starbucks, they're like, "Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, what else do you want today? Is that the only thing you want? All right, good. How's your day going, man? You having a good day? You look like you're you look like you're having a good day. Here's your coffee, by the way. And we love seeing you around here. So
I think it's that one specific Starbucks too, because they make weird ass jokes with me.
Oh, really?
I got a black coffee the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, like my soul," and it's
edgy.
and
shut the fuck
or
up.
they'll make like dumb weed jokes.
that is the Starbucks I went
weed
to.
jokes. We're in
Where,
California.
I don't know why, but the guy asked me like, "What do you do?" And
It's like that one Starbucks.
Oh, I do a YouTube channel, and he's like, "What's it called?" And I was like, "Oh, it's called Mega64." And he went, "Should have called it Mega69."
Oh my god!
And then I pulled around the corner, and his
shut
manager
up.
was standing behind him, looking pissed off. He just went, "The drink is free. Here you go."
Oh my god!
So you win some, you lose some.
It's probably that same guy then.
It's gotta be.
Because
Maybe.
I got like a fucking smoked bacon sandwich or whatever. He was like, like Snoop Dogg, and I was like, God,
What the fuck?
get my
God,
fucking
shut up.
It's
food.
hit or miss. One time I went to that Starbucks, and the dude who was working the drive-thru was on one. You pulled up, and he just went, "I thought this was funny. Maybe you won't, but,
got you?
but I got a kick out of it." Yeah, straight up. He just went, "Welcome to Burger King, home of the Whopper. Can I take your order?"
Well, yeah,
I thought that was funny.
If you're not in the mood for that, though,
they were ringing me up, and they were like, "It's gonna be $100."
See,
and I
Rocco
was
just
like,
a solemn
uh-huh.
no.
I would have just
100.
driven away.
$100 joke.
When,
That's
just,
all.
Rocco's-
I'm ordering food.
When
Just
Rocco
take it
goes
and-
to a drive-through, it's a no bullshit situation.
yeah,
So
you know
fuck
what?
with me.
But here's why I'm like that. Here's why I'm like
You're a
that.
food influencer. It's important.
Food influence is important. No, jokes and all that stuff, in general, okay, fine. But I find that 99% of the time when I go to a place and they make those cracks, they fuck my order up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave, they make jokes, and then I drive away, and I'm like, this is a bun with a tomato and lettuce in it. Like, what? I didn't ask for this. Like, what? And
I'm gonna eat a burger with no
that
meat.
that you don't know how many times that's happened. Where we went that one sandwich place we used to go to forever ago, where they kept cracking jokes about my shirt. Oh, what's that? Is that a game controller? Oh, you think games make kids violent? Well, I guess I shouldn't ask you. You might be the violent one. And then I wait half an hour for my sandwich, and they bring it out, and it's like, I didn't order a meatball sub.
Coal
Like,
miner Jim.
I've been
made
here
your
for an
sandwich.
hour.
I
Can I
was gonna
fucking
say,
leave?
Where
You know?
was that?
Yeah, that was. I'm not. No locations. Please.
Way far
locations.
east county,
Okay,
huh?
okay.
So,
well, I
but
was
yeah.
gonna say East County.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quiznos.
definitely. Definitely.
Yeehaw.
It was Quiznos.
Old prospector was taking my fucking order, and he kept joking around, and then the order's wrong. So that's why I say,
Fucked you.
just don't.
Why just get the standard thing? It's hard to fuck up an iced coffee. So
It
Well,
gets.
yeah.
I think it gets awkward the more familiar fast food crew becomes with you. So I have to jump around. Like I can't go to the same Starbucks every day because then this familiarity starts to form. And
Yeah.
you can luck out, and the familiarity is with a cool employee, and it's like they get it. And hey,
I
there's,
used to,
there's some pleasantries, but otherwise, like it's just always awkward. So I try to jump
Yeah.
around.
I used to have a
Jump all
problem,
over town.
and I would go to 7-Eleven so fucking often.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
I think I
would,
know where this.
I
is
would
going.
go to 7-Eleven and be like, shit, I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven again. I'd go back, and then I think to myself, fuck, I gotta go back to 7-Eleven. I can't go back to that same 7-Eleven. I've been there fucking twice today.
Yeah.
So I would have a backup 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
7-Eleven-B. But then legitimately, there was one day where like I had to go to a third 7-Eleven
Yeah.
strictly because I didn't want to get seen at the same 7-Eleven. Like, I went to my first choice twice, and then I went to my second choice, and I was like, I can't go back to the B 7-Eleven. I got to drive like 2 fucking miles to go to my C 7-Eleven.
There wouldn't be a shift change in between A and C?
I was going way too often.
Oh
I had
my
a
God.
problem.
Oh
Well,
my
I
God.
think the worst that happens is when you go to a food place enough that they nickname you. I could never return to that.
Oh, that's never happened.
Oh, I'm
That's
sure-
never happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people where like go to a pizza place and they go, "Oh, there he is, pizza guy," and
Yeah.
I saw it happen, and it was like, "Fuck, I would die and never come back if I was
There's,
known
like-
as pizza guy."
There's an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where he goes to a restaurant and they call him Teriyaki Chicken Boy.
Yeah, totally. Couldn't do it.
Calling Larry David a boy is so,
When I,
Chicken Boy.
so condescending.
when I had just regular jobs, like food jobs or working at the bookstore,
You had nicknames, right?
no, I didn't have nicknames, but there were customers that I would notice coming in very often. And
Sure.
you never think about when you go to a place more than once that these people are probably remembering you. But there were so many people that I would spot on a regular basis. And I would never like engage with them.
Yeah.
But I never forgot that. You know, and whenever I go to a place regularly, I always think like, fuck, these people probably they're getting to know me
Dude.
here.
And they got a nickname for you that they only use when you're
within
out
the
of the
crew,
store.
yeah.
I'm sure I'm like dreads to half of the places I frequent where they just say, "Oh, hey, Dreads is here again." Yeah, we saw him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, what do you get? Oh, yeah, black coffee again. Yeah.
There is this girl at the bookstore she was addicted to manga, and she would pile them up and sit on
Oh
them.
no.
What?
And then just like pull them out from under her ass
Ew.
one at a time and
Oh,
read
no.
them.
She's sitting on unbought books.
Yeah.
Fuck off with your
Ew.
stanky
Yeah.
ass.
And she
Yeah,
was
don't put your ass on my
huge,
books.
gross.
You're getting
I mean, we called her
no.
Stinky Manga Girl.
you're getting butt crumbs on my Yu Yu
yeah,
Hakusho.
we would
booty
constantly
crust.
have to tell her like, please don't sit on the books. Which why do you have to say that to somebody at a bookstore?
Yeah, it's common
You're
sense.
getting,
But it
you're
was
getting
like a-
booty crust on my death note.
Exactly. It was a daily event. Please don't sit on the books. Stinky Manga Girl, come on. We tell you this every fucking day.
Dude, so you had a nickname for Stinky Manga Girl, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Death Note and things that stink, I wanted to bring up. I watched the new Twilight Zone,
Okay.
Okay.
and
Peel
something
produced?
bothered me about it, and I was wondering. I was honestly thinking. I've talked about this in some other places, but I thought,
What bothered
am I
you?
being a little baby here?
What bothered
But
you?
There was so much profanity in it, which I don't mind profanity, but it just felt like. All right, man, we got it. I felt like they really went out of their way to let
Where
you
is
know
it airing?
this is adult. It's on the CBS All Access app,
Oh,
but
so you
they
gotta
put
get
out
the app.
they put out an episode for free on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Is it like Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson type cursing?
I just felt
That's not
yeah.
advertiser friendly.
Like,
it-
hey, motherfucker, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a twist
Oh, it
now
was
that'll
like,
make
hey,
you
yeah,
shit
fuck,
your
well,
pants.
shit. Well, fuck. Well, shit. Well, you know what? Suck my vagina. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you. It just felt like, yep. Hey, everyone. Do you know we're on we can say whatever we want? It just,
experienced
I was
that
like,
before.
is this bugging anybody else? But there's a film site, Birth Movies Death, I think is what it's called, did a whole article about it. And I was like, oh, okay. It wasn't just me. Where they kind of went into it, and I'm sure they have a rationale behind it. I'm sure the even Rod Serling talked about like censorship is kind of ridiculous, and they aired the show kind of late at night. So I'm sure there's arguments for it, but I'm not against. I guess in my mind I don't think like oh no, they can't get away with one curse word. I don't feel like that, but it just felt too. It was gross. I thought.
Forced.
I don't know. To me, there a lot of people pushed towards me like articles where they talked about Rod Serling wanting to push the envelope and stuff, and I see that, but I also feel like the Twilight Zone, whether he intended it or not, kind of culturally became something that transcended age. Like it was something that like. I don't know, at least for me, I watched it with my family, and it was something that was intelligent enough that they enjoyed discussing it as much as I did as a kid discussing it as well. It was something that kind of bridged the gap. So for me,
I felt
it was
that way-
disappointing that the new one couldn't
This
be
is
that.
such a dated reference, but I felt the same way about the video game Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, really?
Which
I remember that.
I talked
Where
about
did that come from?
Yeah.
because I
Remember that game.
specifically said the same thing about that video game. I was having fun enough playing it, but every cutscene there was so much profanity, And it didn't add anything to the scenes, and it just started feeling like they just wanted to curse to prove that they could.
Yeah,
every character was
yeah.
just like, "Hey, motherfucker, how about we beat your fucking ass?"
Yeah, there's sometimes I feel that way.
and it was just like, "Yeah, I get it. Fuck, I've said the word fuck.
Yeah,
fuck. Let's say it again." But
well, some people told me when I brought this up before. Some people brought it up about Resident Evil 2 remake that just came out.
Yeah.
because there's a lot of fuck, shit, oh fuck in it.
Yeah.
And I could see it when I was playing. I could see it. The reason why it didn't bother me there was that game was already R-rated. You know what I mean? So a little bit more of it didn't bother me. Where it did, though, to be fair, though, I remember playing Resident Evil Revelations 2, and I felt like it really did smack me there, where it was like, hey, fuck face! Hey, fuck you, fuck face! It just felt like, yeah, I got it, guys. I got it. So I could see people feeling that way with RE2.
I liked it
definitely.
in RE2 because I thought it was used sparingly. It was dynamic enough to where it only happened when shit was getting intense. Like I was fighting multiple enemies.
And that's what I was going to say is I didn't think it was sparingly in Resident Evil 2 personally, but I did think they used it in moments where I would have said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he gets hit with a thing. Fuck! Like that didn't bother me as much as, hey, fuck face, get your fucking ass over here. That's where it's like, why are we doing this?
people will always make the argument like, "Oh, well, that's how real people talk." They're going for realism. But in those situations, I feel like this doesn't reflect how real people talk. This reflects, in my opinion, a lack of creativity by the writer.
Yeah, maybe.
It just sounds like a stupid person wrote this.
Yeah, it just, and I saw somebody talking about this the other day too, where there's a lot of like, I think it was somebody online was talking about how they've identified like, what was it? Sorry, bear with me, but about how like a lot of the animation made nowadays for a younger audience, they identify with that more than the animation made for an older audience.
What do you
and
mean?
People were kind of
Identify with what?
Identify with it in terms of like enjoying watching it, just enjoying
Okay.
watching it more than a lot of the animation made for an adult audience. And it was like, really? And maybe you might make fun of that, but there's a real whether I don't even know if I agree with that or not, but there's a real attempt to make animation for a younger audience right now. Like there's a real attempt to make it thoughtful and having good messages and positive messages. Sometimes they can get a little carried away with it, I think, but there is still, I feel like, a lot of that being attempted, whereas a lot of the animation that comes out now that's like aimed at adults, it's, we're going to say fuck, we go to the strip club. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of shit. So I see where they're coming from. Anyway. That's all.
Insightful.
Thank you.
We covered it. We just about covered it all.
No.
Oh, there's
No,
more?
we definitely didn't cover it all.
I went to I went to a little tiny, well, it's not tiny. I went to a bar Friday night. My boy John in Sixes, the band Sixes. Check them out. They're a great band. They were playing a show here in San Diego. The headlining act was Sancramonte, local psychedelic band. And when I got there, I was talking to John, and he was like, so I heard, this isn't confirmed, but I heard Tony Hawk is here tonight.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, one of the bands, I think the band was, check this name out, called Drug Hunt, formerly known as Bad Vibes. I think Tony Hawk's son was like drumming for the band. So he's like, so I think Tony Hawk is here.
Drummer son. Okay.
And after a while, I saw the Birdman himself walk by.
No.
I made eye contact with him, and I felt like I got the nonverbal no.
Oh, from last week.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't say anything, but I kind of just got this. He, just like he saw me looking at him,
Don't blow
and
my spot.
just like
Maybe the Sandler.
I didn't want to go up and say anything. And then afterwards, I was like, John, I just saw him. He's like, I saw him too. I was like, yeah, played it cool. Yeah, we both played it cool.
That's good. Hell, you playing it cool. You know what it's like.
But one of the people we were with, and I won't name any names, she ran over and comes running back. And she's like, look at this picture I got. Look. And it was her with Tony Hawk.
Was
And
not
here
cool.
was the funny part. With the caption they wrote, and the caption said, "Apparently this is Tony Stark," which I thought
God.
was really
That's
fucking
brilliant.
funny.
That is brilliant.
But she didn't write that on purpose. I think she was just a little drunk, and she was like,
Oh.
"No, I fucked it up." I was like, "No, you should post that online.
You got to leave it.
That's hilarious."
Tony
But they
Stark.
deleted it.
God.
So
Oh man.
yeah, I didn't get.
Shit.
That made me want to go take a picture with Tony Hawk and say, "Apparently this is Tony Stark."
I thought maybe she was making like a Ghostface reference.
Yeah, it's musical. Now, you and Sean have both had Tony Hawk sightings now.
I know.
Rocco, me and you got to catch up.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him anywhere.
I don't think I've ever
I was
laid
wa-
eyes on the
Go
bike.
to a drug hunt.
But I can
concert.
say
yeah.
in the legacy of I do have a place in the legacy of Tony Hawk because I was one of the first people to demo his Tony Hawk ride game on stage.
I
at
was there
E3.
with you. I remember
Yeah,
that.
and it was humiliating. It didn't work. Embarrassing. I got on the board, none of it worked, and they were like, "Well, it's just like regular skating." I'm like, "Okay, never done that." You don't think you can figure it out? And then at one point, someone on stage said, and then caught themselves that like, "Oh, well, maybe way too much." Like they like.
Oh my god.
It was like great. I really love being here. This
I
is
don't remember
great.
that.
I think
Yeah,
you should
there was a weight crack.
Retire from doing stage demos.
I know.
It's
every
never
time.
a good story,
Hey,
man.
I forgot too when I was in Japan when I went to Tokyo Game Show. They were demoing the Kinect for the first time, I think, or something with the sports, and I went up there for that, and I was the only American up there playing. Like they were looking for volunteers on stage and like nobody wanted to do it. And I was like, I'll fucking do it. This is fun. Like, who cares? And I was going up there and it didn't work. And then, somebody up there, I don't think they knew full English, but they said like too big. and then they walked me off stage and gave me like a bunch of free stuff. And it was like, yeah.
Consolation prize.
But at least, I don't think anyone there knew. I got away with that. Like, I don't think anyone there else spoke English, so they didn't hear the too big. So they probably thought I was too good,
Too
and they
famous.
didn't
Too
want me.
good.
Yeah, too big. Yeah, too big.
Too much
status
influence.
wise.
Your
Status
influence is too great.
Yeah.
That's why they always want you to be on stage and demo stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you were just doing the Bandai Namco
You
thing,
should
too.
know thyself because it never works out for you.
Yeah, but you know what? But I know that going in, I like to throw myself to the wolves a little bit.
Keep you on your toes.
Whatever, challenge me, detective, thrill me. What movie is that from? Email podcast@mega64.com. First one who emails it in, Kevin's going to put together a great handmade gift for you. Oh, Kevin said
Handmade.
Kevin
huh?
just said, yeah. I didn't hear anything else. Hey, speaking of things being things we are asked to do,
Yeah.
clumsily trying to get into that segue.
Okay.
I want to say shout out. I was asked to make an appearance in the latest Angry Video Game Nerd video. The AVGN himself. Last week on our after show, somebody asked like, who would you most want to like collaborate with? And I already knew this was coming out, and I was like, well, maybe the video game nerd. Guess what? I'm in the latest video, and I did curse in it. So really, who am I to talk about the Twilight Zone? But I figured his whole empire is built on the word fuck. Why? Let me get in on that.
Yeah, that's his brand.
Yeah, so short cameo in the video
My fuck brand.
at the very end, 2-second little thing. They reached out to me. Justin over there asked me, he said, it's a video where the Aladdin deck enhancer is going to blow up all around the world. Like they make a wish and all of them blow up all over the world. So just make it look like you have one and it blew up. However you do it, be creative. So I said, okay. And so I learned through the art of visual storytelling. I thought for a second and I said, this is how we'll set up the shot. Kevin helped me shoot it. And I said, you know what? We'll have a box next to me labeled NES collection. And I'm going to bring my NES games from home, because I still have them, and have stacks of them all over the place. And I'm polishing one of them as if I unboxed my collection. Like I'm slowly taking them out of the box and I'm cleaning them. And then Kevin, hit the table as hard as you can and it'll look like the box burst. Like all you need to see is in that one shot, this collection, it's all there. Boom, and clearly there was an Aladdin deck enhancer still in the cardboard box. And I'm like, what the fuck? told in one shot. But I saw some of the other cameos in this video, and I was blown away that some of them just straight up explained it to the camera. Like they looked and, whoa, what a huge explosion! Oh no, my Aladdin deck enhancer collection.
Great storytelling element.
I thought they wouldn't have allowed something like that, but anyway, I thought that was pretty funny.
It's directing 101. You explain it to the audience.
Yeah, so guys, take a directing class. No, anyway, I was flattered to be asked.
get
So
some talent.
thank you, everybody out there.
say.
It's cool.
What I meant to say was have it be all me next time.
They really should.
Have it be cut to me. I'll play 10 different characters.
Your influence is so great. Yeah, you can't be contained to
I
a segment
cannot
with
be-
others.
I cannot be contained. I'm kind of like the Clumps.
Yeah, give him his own segment. Give him
Who
his
were
own
some of
movie.
who were some of the other shitty YouTubers they had?
Yeah.
in this fucked up video.
Yeah.
Do you know? Was it fucking?
I'm calling you out,
You don't even know him?
John Tron. No, he wasn't in it.
Was I Justine have a
Fucking
cameo?
Yeah.
iJustine?
What
She
were
do
you
it?
doing? No.
She wasn't in it either.
No.
Was it fucking?
I can't tell you. I can't.
Oh, we don't even know. They're
I
so
don't know.
irrelevant.
Gentlemen, do
I don't
not
know.
say names.
Was it fucking Scooter
Scooter.
Scooter McGavin.
from Scooter
Yeah,
Gaming?
Scooter.
Was it that one pretty boy? You know,
Yep.
you know what I'm talking about. What was there? Was there like a pretty boy in it?
Absolutely, there was. Me.
Bullshit.
Did you say subscribe PewDiePie before your segment?
No.
Yikes.
Cousin Skeeter pissed
Well,
off
how's he supposed
Joe?
to get
Nesticle
subs?
Pete. Nesticle Pete was in it. Yeah.
I'm glad people remember Nesticle Pete.
Nesticle Pete.
Glad.
I forgot about that. Anyway. All right. Well, is there anything else we wish to discuss? You know what? While we are here, I know we are going a little long. You
Sorry,
know what?
Sean.
It is. Man,
Sorry,
I
Sean.
didn't realize it was that.
Sean
far.
is
He's gone.
so fucking pissed off right now.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Keep it going.
I do the joke. I always like to talk about let it run. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, 6 minutes after, we'll wrap it up. I didn't know it was
No.
You know
almost
what?
half an
Time
hour.
flies when you're having fun. Who knew we are? Whoa, fuck! 30 minutes past.
Oh my god.
And I can already, and I know Sean is going to see this tomorrow, and he's going to be pissed off. He's probably pissed off at home right now, and he always says the same thing. You don't have to fucking edit this shit. I'm the one who has to fucking edit this, and you don't give a fuck, and you just don't give a shit that you're wasting my time, that you're wasting my fucking time. Sean, you don't have to say it because I just said it to him
Yeah.
for you.
Sean has shit to do tomorrow, and
I have
edit
so
extra.
much shit to already do, to already fucking do. You
gotta add
and you
this
don't fucking
extra-
He's gonna
care.
love this
You don't give a
bit.
shit.
Yeah.
What?
He's going to eat this bit right up.
This is the
gonna be
real.
jazzed.
We're just defending him.
I am
'cause he's
just
not
saying what Sean is thinking as he's editing this
here right now.
right now tomorrow.
Well, if he needs me to step in to help edit, I'll do it.
Okay.
That's what I'm
No.
willing. I'm willing to do
Well,
it. because
here's the
I didn't.
kicker.
I legitimately did not realize it was that far.
Here's the hilarious part about that. At this point, he's already edited because we're at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, he's-
So
Oh.
now that he's finished,
Oh.
he's seeing your offer to help.
Oh, well,
him.
he's already
but it's
done.
already too late.
Oh, he's already done. Well, hey,
Sorry,
we might as
Sean,
well.
I
I just
tried.
wanted to tack this on at the end. In our after show, which, in case you didn't know, every week we put this podcast up, but we put an after show up on our Mega64 Archives channel. So search Mega64 Archives on YouTube. Channel comes up. We put up an after show where we take calls, and we one of the things we do is we open our PO box. We got some stuff from the PO box, but what I want to point out is we have kind of a new addition to our set here. Kevin, if you want to show it, we have a bookshelf over here. And if you notice right now, there's nothing on it, but we want to make this kind of a gallery of
The podcast Hall of Fame.
yeah,
Wow.
exactly. So if we get some truly, we're not going to put just everything on there. Can't just put anything on there. But if there's something truly,
Spectacular.
Deserving.
spectacular, we're going to put something on there. Our PO box is Mega64 PO Box 713090, Santee, California 92072. And we'll go through stuff on our after show. I guess we should wait for that because this is actually going very long. So check out our
Tease
after
it.
show to see what we got and see if it earns a place on the shelf. And
And-
yeah.
Sean, I wasn't making fun of you. And I hope it didn't come across that way. Thank you for editing the podcast.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everyone appreciates
But
it.
I
much.
really do. That was just an impression of what I think you would be thinking due to this long podcast.
Yeah, we're not going to let
So,
you get railroaded.
I'm sorry if that offended you. That was
Well,
not my intention.
Your
defending
impression, frankly, was out of date because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that CBD stuff.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh, yeah.
put it. We'll just rub it all over his computer, so no matter where he touches, he'll absorb it.
He's
And
gonna
he'll
come
be-
into
and
edit.
he'll be like, "What? The podcast is this long? Well, that's
be like,
okay. What are you gonna do about it?
I've already
you know?
edited this much.
Peace and love. You know."
I've already done this much. I guess I'll just keep doing it.
Do you snort CBD? Is that how it works?
No, Sean rubs his face like a crackhead when,
Yeah.
when he gets all
Could be a
toked out on
crackhead.
CBD.
Shit.
Got hold of the wrong
Just
stuff.
rubbing his face.
Could be a crackhead.
Time slowing down.
Hey, what video game should I buy this?
His headaches are gone,
after
though.
Sekiro. I'm thinking about getting the Division 2.
Don't do that.
Really? Does it suck?
Well,
I
hey,
wouldn't
zoom
do
in on
it.
me.
I wouldn't do that.
Zoom in on Meg.
Zoom in on me. Good night.